Everybody. I tell you what, these guys are excited. They're excited. They're excited. We had our best week of practice. Now, I tell you something. I'm going to tell you this right now. We're on the move at Northwestern. We are on the move at Northwestern. We've had our ups and our downs, but there's only one way you get to the top of the mountain. You've got to be in the bottom of the valley. We've been there. We're not going back anymore. We're not going back anymore.
Northwestern is indeed on the move in the Big Ten. The Wildcats have tackled the difficult task of rebuilding their football fortunes with enthusiasm, determination, and a commitment to excellence. At Northwestern, they're moving in a new direction. For 130 years, Northwestern University has enjoyed a tradition of unparalleled academic excellence. Yet success on the football field has not always come easy for this prestigious school located in Evanston, Illinois, which borders Chicago. Today, however, the winds of change are blowing in off Lake Michigan, bringing with them a fresh new approach to football.
The exciting thing is that we're really getting started on a new program, and people seem to be really enthused.
They got off to a bad start when I came out here, but things are going to change. I can feel it.
Go, Cats, go! Go, Cats, go!
Second and 1. Pass 364, flanker post, halfback swing. Pass 364.
The foundation of Northwestern's rebuilding program rests squarely on the shoulders of Coach Dennis Green. As an assistant coach under Bill Walsh at Stanford and with the San Francisco 49ers of the National Football League, he's seen rebuilding efforts pay off before. He knows what it takes to become a winner.
All right, 22 Z.
Dennis Green is one of the brightest young coaches in college football. He has brought to Evanston a knowledge of the game that is only exceeded by his enthusiasm for it.
He pulled his jersey off.
I was saying upstairs when they're playing 32, they're playing buck linebacker real wide, so off tackle possibly.
Come on, baby, let's go!
So I'm like 96.
This should be clean. This should be a walkthrough.
He knows what lies ahead won't be easy, but he's confident the job can be done.
There is no shortage of outstanding athletes. So the top schools in the country are able to go out and get those top athletes. And what we have to do here at Northwestern is show that we can win football games, that we can have a successful program to show that if they were to come to school at Northwestern, that we will indeed be successful.
Dennis Green's sincerity and direct approach have already built a solid relationship with the football players.
I've been very impressed with Coach Green. He's only been here a short time, and I think he's had a major impact on our football team and a positive impact.
He's a person who doesn't accept mistakes. He expects a lot of his players, and he expects his players to be productive.
Dennis Green, he helps us keep things in perspective on and off the field. You know, he lets us know that he cares, and that's important. And we let him know that we care about him by working hard in practice and making sure that we're going to win some games.
The arrival of Dennis Green, although a major element in Northwestern's rebuilding effort, was not an end unto itself, but instead part of a major commitment to football that began with the appointment of Doug Single as the new athletic director.
Competitively, we are having some difficult times, or have had some difficult times, and what we would like to do is within 5 years become a real factor again in the conference. Get to a point where we're on that, near that third level of competitiveness. The first level being just playing the games hard, winning 3 to 4 every year. The next phase, going into a very competitive phase where you've got the chance for that winning season. And then, of course, the third phase is championship phase. And I think that for us to do that, you have to take it one step at a time. It's very rare that you'll see a program turned around overnight.
Explode.
job. Get another one. Get another one. Good job. That's it. Way to work.
Once the new athletic administration was in place, the next step was to upgrade the football facilities.
Good job.
The first priority, establish a new center for weight training.
Good job. That's it, Rob. Good extension now. Good extension. Good job.
To carefully monitor the weight program and set up training schedules to meet each individual player's needs, Northwestern hired its first full-time director of strength and conditioning.
Develop strength all the way down to the bottom. Don't let your back come forward. Don't let your back come forward.
To go along with the improved weight training facilities, an injury rehabilitation program has been added, and the football locker rooms in Dyke Stadium have been completely remodeled. The commitment to turn the football program around at Northwestern goes far beyond the improvements in facilities and the new athletic administration. It comes from the very heart of the entire university.
No one who competes in varsity sports or any serious sports wants to do anything except win. And those who cheer them on want them to win. And we're committed to doing everything we can administratively to provide them with the facilities and the coaching, the opportunities that make that possible.
Homecoming is a time for celebration and a time for honoring alumni. Former Northwestern students like Charlton Heston, Ann Margaret, Richard Benjamin, and Paula Prentice are well-known success stories. Several of the Wildcats' most famous graduates returned to Evanston for this year's celebration, including television producer of Happy Days, Gary Marshall. And one of Northwestern's greatest football heroes, the parade's Grand Marshal, NFL Hall of Fame quarterback Otto Graham. Rally following the parade, Graham talked to the student body about their football team.
These young men here in front of me, I know doggone well they're going to get better and better and better. You never know what will happen on a football field. If you cheer them very, very hard throughout the whole ball game, you might be surprised at the outcome. You guys out there, I want to wish you all luck in the world. I know what you go through. I've been through it myself. I say to you, go out there, have fun, give the best shot you can give it. Let the chips fall, they fall.
Otto Graham heads a long list of NU alumni in the pros. That list includes Fred Williamson, Paul Flatley, and Cal Banaszak. One of the most remembered is Irv Cross, an all-pro defensive back for the Philadelphia Eagles in the early 1960s. He's even more widely recognized as a network sports commentator. More recently, Randy Dean played quarterback for the New York Giants. Jack Rudney has protected Kansas City quarterbacks from Lynn Dawson to Mike Fuller in his 12 years with the Chiefs. In San Diego, opponents know better than throw in the direction of Pete Shaw. Perhaps the most recognized Wildcat in the pros during the 1970s was Mike Adamle, who still holds several Northwestern rushing records. This durable and versatile back played for 6 seasons in the NFL before moving on to a career in network sports reporting. It was the Northwestern education that enabled Adamle to make such a smooth transition.
No doubt the most important choice a young man will face during the course of his lifetime will be deciding just the right university to attend. If you're like I was, many, many questions will flood your mind. What kind of athletic department do they have? Should I choose to attend there? Will I get a chance to play? And what about national recognition? On the academic side of the coin, will I be afforded the time to study the curriculum of my choice? And what about the degree? Does it carry any weight in the private sector should I decide to go job hunting upon graduation? And probably the most important consideration, will I be happy there? One of the things a prospective student athlete should consider is that less than 1% of his kind ever make it to any kind of professional athletics. So what do you do upon graduation? Well, if you have a Northwestern degree in hand, you can open up a lot of doors.
The education at Northwestern sets a standard of excellence few schools can match. university departments are traditionally ranked among the academic elite, and NU graduates are some of the most sought after in the country. The academic life at Northwestern provides a challenge to even the most talented. It places special demands on the scholar athlete to perform both in the classroom and on the playing field. It's a combination that works well.
You have to work hard to succeed in the classroom here. And so you have to concentrate at all times, and that carries over to the football field. You have to be disciplined. You have to know what you're going to do. You have to have the right attitude. And with the combination of both, working hard to succeed in class and working hard to succeed on the football field, you get a combination of success. Coming out of high school, I was really interested in playing football, and on top of that, getting one of the best educations I could. And coming to Northwestern, I saw the chance of doing both.
Life at NU is much more than academics. On Saturday afternoons, there's nothing more fun than going to watch the Wildcats.
The NU games, boy, they take the life out of you. I'm just a sophomore.
When you're watching a Dennis Green coach team, there's one thing for certain. It could explode at any time. Green is an offensive wizard who likes to put the ball in the air. His teams have the capability of striking pay dirt from anywhere on the field. After a Saturday football game, most students stay right on campus because for them, an education at Northwestern means more than just attending classes.
One of the most appealing aspects about Northwestern to me is the hominess. Because of its private university status, there is a distinct small college atmosphere here, even though it's a major university.
There are people all over that you meet in the different activities that you do. And because it is the kind of school that you can get around, you have a chance to meet a lot of people. And they do like to say hi.
The campus itself is located just north of Chicago in the town of Evanston. Its successful integration of classic and modern architecture gives the campus a look of timeless elegance. Easy access to Chicago and Northwestern's downtown campus via the L train or car gives students a unique cultural and educational opportunity. It also offers a wide world of entertainment, ranging from the Bears to Broadway shows. If there's a need to really get away, Northwestern is convenient to O'Hare Airport, the nation's busiest, which has flights daily to cities all over the world. But NU football players don't need to travel to meet people because at Northwestern, football players are people too.
You meet people from all over, you know. It's not like all the football players are together and they have to be together all the time. You meet other people.
The football players aren't any different than anyone else. They live in the dorms and in the fraternities, and they're in all the same classes we are. They're not at all separate, except for that every day at 3 o'clock they go out to Dyke, where other people will go to another gym to practice.
Get him up, get him up, get him up. Chop him, chop him, chop him, chop him, that's it.
Come on, come on, come on. Right through him, that baby. Bring your legs with you now, bring your legs.
Good job, good job. Sit up.
At practice, the challenge is met head on.
42.
Here is where the rebuilding begins.
There you go, there you go.
That guy's going to come inside, right? And you're going straight out there for him. Now, if he's coming inside, you're all right if you're taking an inside angle. But if you're going straight at him, he's going inside, you're going to miss him. Right? I'm telling you which way he's going. Come on, be smart now. Be a smart football player. All
right, here we go. Let's go. Let's go.
The assistant coaches handle much of the work in these late afternoon sessions, but Dennis Green is not about to stand still when there's work to be done.
You're sitting here, and he tried to go up inside. Just sit right in here. And you should have kept him right at the line of scrimmage, see? You tried to forearm play him, and that's how he got through on him. Never let the guy inside him. Take another one up here. Yes, sir. Take another one. Let's go. I am basically a perfectionist. I believe in doing a job well, which means that I feel that if someone has a job to do, they should do it well. And I look at a football team as being very similar to what a young man's responsibilities will be when he's 25, 26 years old, regardless of what his educational background has been. If he has a job to do and he's working for a corporation, if he's working for a newspaper, and he has an assignment, then it's his responsibility to carry out that assignment to its fullest and do the best job that he possibly can do.
Kevin, you might have to wait a little bit on that. Take your 3 steps. Wait for him to clear the corner and put it in the hole.
44, set.
Dennis Green and his staff have built a firm foundation. It's now up to the athletes to accept the challenge.
Let's go, let's go. The number one characteristic that we're looking for in our football players is we're looking for young people who really exemplify determination and goal orientation. We're looking for young people who really want to be successful, that are able to see the significance between doing very well in the classroom and doing very well on the football field. And I think that key word that summarizes that is responsibility, accepting the responsibility of being a good student, accepting the responsibility of being a determined football player, and being willing to execute.
When you play football in the Big Ten, you're playing in the most competitive football conference in the country. Week in and week out, you face the best college football players in America. A golden opportunity exists at Northwestern to combine the best possible education with big-time football. It's a formula few schools can match.
The lessons that they will learn, the involvement of being in a rebuilding program, the underdog, learning what it is to handle adversity and to build something, I think is something that no one else can experience throughout the country. And I think this is something that our people are starting to understand right now at Northwestern, that we are in a rebuilding process, yes, but the lessons that we are learning on how to handle adversity and how to fight back and how to build something that you can really be proud of is something that's really exciting.
Yes, Northwestern is on the move. With a dedicated staff of coaches, new facilities, and a fresh philosophy towards football, the seeds of success have been sown. Most importantly, the Wildcats know these seeds need time to grow before winning becomes a reality.
There's only one way to rebuild a program, and we've been involved in it before. We've seen it. You know, you cannot become discouraged because you don't get instant success. Because instant success is something that's kind of like a fairy tale, you know what I mean? And if you haven't paid your dues, how can you get it? As we get stronger, we'll be able to play a full game. Don't make the mistakes, relax, concentrate, and tomorrow we want to be better than we were today, plain and simple.
With stepped-up recruiting and support from their network of talented alumni, the Wildcats will undoubtedly reach their goal.
You know, everybody wants to know how Northwestern can turn their athletic fortunes around. And I believe that it's going to be guys like yourself and myself who are going to have to sing the merits of this place. So I'm going to put you on the spot. Okay, you're the head coach here, and you are in charge of recruiting a great running back out of Wisconsin. What would you sell him on Northwestern?
Well, I'd sell him on the chance to play big-time football, because here it's a chance to play big-time football, and they aren't scaring you with saying that you'll never play. You aren't going to come in and you're going to sit 3 years, and in your senior year you might play. You have a chance to come in and play here with the rebuilding program. It's the ideal time to come in the last couple of years and the next couple, because you'll have the chance to play, and also the academics, because out of the football team, 1 guy, 2 guys at the most might have a shot at the pros, and that's it. But if you graduate from Northwestern, which they force, you know, they force you to do it. They have counselors that really, they push it. That's their goal. And when you graduate from Northwestern, you have a degree with some pull.
Okay, I got a mission for you.
All right.
In 1969, I had 316 yards against Wisconsin. It is a shame, a sad and crying shame, that a lot of my records are still standing. So I'm counting on you, Mark, in the future to break some of these things.
I'm hoping to.
Help Northwestern go back to football prominence where it belongs. Thanks a lot, buddy.
Thank you very much.
100 years of big-time football, the best education in America, and a new commitment to excellence on the gridiron. As Northwestern moves into its 2nd century of football, they are meeting the challenge with a new direction.